Did you know that 50% of marriages end in divorce? And I believe that's an astronomically high number. And among the top reasons this tends to happen is poor communication and constant conflict. There's, however, a subtle everyday interaction that takes place inside of long-term relationships or marriages that I believe is one of the main causes. Get this, partner A expresses a concern or sets a boundary, but partner B responds with, man, you know what? I feel like this is an attack. So I'm actually going to point out your flaws in this moment instead. This isn't just a disagreement. This is now a communication breakdown. And over time, that exact pattern is actually going to breed resentment and disconnect throughout the entire relationship. What we always have to remember, it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's about validating each other's needs. Because if we don't address this cycle, it can silently dismantle even the strongest of bonds. There's 1,000 different ways that we can dive into this on approach and tone and cadence and all of that jazz. But first, I want you to try a practical approach. This tip will work for just about any situation. When a boundary or concern is brought up, try this instead. I hear you and I appreciate you sharing this with me. Now, see, that small shift can make a world of difference. It brings acknowledgement and validation in such a simple, quick, and concise way. This now gives you an option to tackle the situation with care and consideration and empathy instead of leading straight with, well, I feel attacked, let me now go on the defensive. One thing that also needs to be brought to the forefront of our minds. If you're sitting here and you're thinking, man, there's no way this conversation tip is ever going to help me because I'm in a relationship where when I do try to use healthy tools inside of all of our conversations, I'm still met with some type of defense, some type of attack, some type of flipping. And at that point, we need to go back to step one, introspection, and really ask ourselves, what are we doing inside this relationship? Once we figure out those answers, we'll figure out why or why not this tip may or may not work.